If you're over 50, there's something critical your body may already be signaling, but quietly. A flicker of fatigue that lasts longer than it used to. A joint that doesn't quite loosen up in the morning. A bout of indigestion that suddenly feels like a regular visitor. While these changes may appear small or easy to overlook, they are not benign. They are warnings, early signs that the body's natural systems are losing momentum. Here's the truth that most people only realize too late. Aging doesn't happen overnight. It begins with subtle accumulating shifts, immune fatigue, chronic low-grade inflammation, slower digestion, poorer skin repair. And while these symptoms may seem like the cost of getting older, they are in many cases preventable or reversible with the right support. Now imagine this. What if a single simple remedy could touch all of those issues at once? No complicated pills, no invasive treatments, just two natural ingredients, turmeric and honey. When combined, they offer more than just flavor or tradition. They create a biochemical powerhouse with the ability to recalibrate your body's most critical systems in as little as 7 days. That's not folklore, that's physiology. In this article, we'll go far beyond surface-level claims and explore exactly why this duo is so potent, what happens when your body starts responding to it, and how it can serve as a foundation for lifelong wellness after 50. If you've been looking for a way to reclaim your strength, stability, and vitality without side effects or gimmicks, this might be your next step forward. The deeper challenges of aging and the solutions within reach. As a senior health professional, I've spent decades listening to the concerns of older adults. Fatigue, weight gain, memory fog, persistent aches, irregular digestion. What's most alarming is not just the rise in symptoms, but the normalization of them. Too many people have come to accept physical decline as inevitable. But modern science and natural medicine both suggest otherwise. By the time we reach 50, our immune function has typically declined by 25 to 30%, according to data from the Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health. This weakened immune response leaves the body more vulnerable to infections, delayed recovery, and autoimmune reactions. At the same time, chronic inflammation, once a protective response, starts turning against us. It contributes silently to heart disease, arthritis, neurodegeneration, and even cancer. The gastrointestinal system, another key player in health, often deteriorates. Digestive enzymes become less efficient. Nutrient absorption is reduced. Bloating, constipation, and food sensitivities become more common. And underlying all of this is oxidative stress, an invisible cellular-level assault caused by free radicals. Over time, this accelerates aging and increases the risk of chronic illness. But here's where the game changes. Unlike prescription medications that target one issue with potential side effects, natural compounds such as turmeric and honey work holistically. They strengthen, soothe, repair, and fortify multiple systems at once. This is especially important for aging bodies where no single organ system exists in isolation. Real-life impact. Margaret's return to vitality. Take Margaret, for example. At 72, she was active and alert, but noticed that each winter brought with it a relentless string of colds and fatigue. My grandkids would bounce back in a day, she told me, but I'd be out of breath for a week. After reviewing her immune markers, we introduced a morning ritual, a small spoonful of raw honey mixed with turmeric and black pepper. Within 2 weeks, Margaret reported better breathing, a decrease in her usual seasonal congestion, and improved energy. I didn't expect much, she said, but I can feel it in my bones literally. Her case isn't unique. Dozens of patients have experienced noticeable improvements in inflammation levels, digestive ease, and overall resilience just by making this one change. Understanding the ingredients. A biochemical breakdown. Turmeric contains curcumin, a compound extensively studied for its anti-inflammatory and antioxidant benefits. Curcumin helps regulate cytokines, chemical messengers involved in inflammation. It also supports endothelial function, which is critical for healthy blood vessel circulation and blood pressure regulation. One study published in Frontiers in Pharmacology found that curcumin significantly reduced C-reactive protein levels, a major marker of inflammation in adults over 50. Even more impressive, its effect was comparable to that of certain NSAIDs without the stomach damage or cardiovascular risks. Honey, meanwhile, is a rare triple-acting compound, antibacterial, antiviral, and antifungal. But its impact goes even deeper. Raw honey contains amino acids, flavonoids, enzymes, and minerals like potassium and magnesium. These support immune repair, enhance gut flora, and stabilize blood sugar levels more effectively than synthetic sweeteners. Together, these ingredients form what scientists call a synergistic blend. That means they don't just coexist, they amplify each other's strengths. Turmeric fights inflammation, while honey feeds the beneficial bacteria needed to reduce it further. Honey supports wound healing and tissue repair, while turmeric increases nutrient bioavailability to aid that process. The day-by-day transformation. How your body responds. In 1 week, day 1 to 2, foundational reset begins. On the first and second days of taking honey and turmeric, most people report a subtle sense of equilibrium. It's not a caffeine rush or sugar high. It's more of a softening of tension, especially in the joints and digestive tract. This is due to curcumin beginning to down-regulate inflammatory cytokines and honey calming mucosal tissues in the gut and respiratory system. Day 3-4, digestive strength restored. This is when the shift becomes more obvious. Turmeric stimulates bile production, aiding fat digestion. Honey begins to balance intestinal microflora, acting as a natural prebiotic. One patient, Robert, 68, a former Marine dealing with chronic bloating and irregularity, called me on day 4 and said, "It's like I finally exhaled after years of holding my breath. My gut just works again. Less bloating, more complete digestion, better sleep, all from restoring microbial balance and reducing GI inflammation." Day 5 to 6, pain relief and skin repair. Inflammation takes a toll on the joints, especially in older adults. On day 5 or 6, many begin to feel their stiffness diminish, morning mobility improves, and discomfort eases. This isn't just anecdotal. A 2023 study in the Journal of Clinical Geriatrics found that seniors consuming curcumin daily reported a 25% reduction in joint pain severity after 1 week. The skin also begins to reflect internal repair. Oxidative stress decreases, leading to brighter, more hydrated, and less irritated skin. Honey helps rebuild the skin barrier, while turmeric neutralizes the free radicals responsible for dullness and sagging. Day 7, whole system harmony. By the end of the week, the change is often systemic. Energy feels more stable, joints move more freely, the immune system is more responsive. Even cognition seems clearer, which researchers attribute to turmeric's effect on brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF, a key protein involved in memory and neural health. How to use this natural remedy properly? While the results from combining honey and turmeric can be significant, they depend on preparation, timing, and consistency. This isn't a one-time supplement. It's a daily practice, one that builds strength over time. To make the golden blend, start with 1 teaspoon of high-quality turmeric powder and mix it with an equal amount of raw, unprocessed honey. Add a small pinch of black pepper to enhance absorption. Research shows that piperine, a compound in black pepper, can increase the bioavailability of curcumin by over 2,000%. Take this mixture first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. You can let it slowly dissolve in your mouth or stir it into warm, not boiling water or herbal tea. Never use metal utensils when preparing or storing the blend, as metal can interact with active compounds in turmeric. Instead, use a wooden or ceramic spoon and store the mixture in a glass jar in a cool, dry place. For best results, start with half a teaspoon, daily increasing gradually to 1 teaspoon per day if tolerated well. Seniors with sensitive digestion may prefer to take it after a small meal. Potential risks and medical considerations. Although turmeric and honey are both natural and generally well tolerated, they are not suitable for everyone. As a professional in senior health, I emphasize that any new dietary practice should be evaluated in the context of existing conditions and medications. People who are allergic to bee products or turmeric should avoid this remedy entirely. Those taking blood thinners such as warfarin or medications for diabetes or hypertension should speak with their healthcare provider before starting turmeric supplements. This is due to turmeric's ability to thin the blood and lower blood sugar or blood pressure. Similarly, individuals with gallstones or bile duct obstructions should avoid turmeric as it may stimulate gallbladder contractions. Pregnant women and nursing mothers should also consult their doctors before consuming high doses of turmeric, even though culinary use is generally safe. Moderation is essential. Even natural remedies can become harmful if overused. Excessive intake of honey can contribute to weight gain and blood sugar imbalances, particularly for those with prediabetes or insulin resistance. Real-life case study. James, 66, finds renewed mobility. James, a 66-year-old retired teacher, came to me frustrated by years of morning stiffness and swollen knees. He had been prescribed painkillers but disliked the long-term side effects. After integrating honey and turmeric into his diet, half a teaspoon mixed in warm almond milk before bed, he returned 2 weeks later with a noticeable change. For the first time in a decade, he said, "I stood up from my chair in the morning without holding the wall. It's not a miracle cure, but it's the first thing that made me believe I can improve without medication." His experience reflects a broader truth. Many seniors are not looking for perfection or instant fixes. They are looking for relief, for something gentle, consistent, and reliable. And this natural pairing delivers exactly that. Beyond 7 days, long-term benefits and systemic support. When incorporated consistently, the benefits of turmeric and honey compound. Studies have shown that regular curcumin intake improves endothelial function, a major factor in cardiovascular health. It helps stabilize cholesterol levels, regulate blood pressure, and reduce the risk of arterial plaque buildup. Honey, when taken regularly in moderate amounts, supports stable glucose levels, encourages deeper sleep through its tryptophan content, and improves cognitive alertness due to sustained energy release. Together, these effects lead to better mood regulation, less fatigue, and greater resilience. Most importantly, this remedy doesn't simply address symptoms, it restores balance. It supports the body in protecting itself rather than masking discomfort. And for seniors navigating a web of medications appointments and physical changes, that autonomy is invaluable. Building a holistic routine around this practice. To truly benefit from turmeric and honey, it's important to integrate the remedy into a broader lifestyle framework. A strong foundation includes a nutrient-rich diet, full of vegetables, fiber-lean protein, and healthy fats. Movement is also crucial. Even gentle daily exercise, walking, stretching, or light resistance training improves circulation and nutrient uptake. Hydration should not be overlooked. Water aids digestion, joint lubrication, and cellular detoxification. At least 6 to 8 glasses per day are recommended, more if the climate is warm or activity levels are higher. Equally essential is sleep. Quality rest activates the parasympathetic nervous system, allowing the body to heal. Both honey and turmeric contribute to better sleep by reducing inflammation and supporting blood sugar regulation overnight. Lastly, emotional wellness matters. Chronic stress can negate physical improvements. Practices such as meditation, prayer, journaling, or meaningful social interaction help maintain internal balance. Conclusion: the gentle power of consistent care. Aging doesn't have to mean surrendering to decline. With the right tools, you can age with strength, clarity, and confidence. The combination of honey and turmeric, simple as it seems, offers a powerful yet gentle way to support your health naturally. In just 1 week, the shifts can begin. But over months and years, this daily act of care can change the trajectory of your life. What makes this remedy so valuable is not just what it treats, but how it empowers. It reminds us that our health is not entirely out of our hands, that even in our 50s, 60s, or 80s, we have the ability to support our bodies in deeply meaningful ways. As a senior care professional, I've witnessed the transformation that comes when older adults feel stronger, not just physically, but emotionally. They stand taller. They move with purpose. They reconnect with a sense of joy and participation in their own lives. Let this practice be a daily gift to yourself. Not just a remedy, but a ritual. Not just a treatment, but a decision to honor your future with intention and strength. If this article has opened your eyes to a new possibility or given you tools to support your own health journey, I encourage you to share it. Let someone you love discover the simple, powerful benefits of honey and turmeric too. And for more science-based wellness insights tailored specifically for adults over 50, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the Longevity Secret channel. Your best years are not behind you, they're just beginning.